This is Ganvie, a community in Africa built on stilts. It is popularly known as a floating village in Benin Republic, a community of about 30,000 people which depends on fishing as their major source of survival. This remote village lies on the waters of Lake Nokoue, which is not so far from Cotonou.
So guys, we're actually at a place where you're going to take boats from here to the village, right? We just arrived to this place, and as you can see, there are lots of boats over here, and this is actually what we're going to be taking to the village, right? Yeah. We paid about 6,500 CFA for a boat ride for 1 hour 30 minutes, and literally it's definitely going to take like 1 hour 30 minutes, you know, to and fro, and then it takes like minimum of 4 persons, right? So I have to wait for like other people to come around before we board the boats. And there are like different types of boats around this place. You could see this one. You know, this place, maybe some are for villagers, and then they use some for tourists as well.
According to oral tradition, the Tofino people founded this place about 400 years ago in order to avoid being captured as slaves during the transatlantic slave trade. Powerful kingdoms such as the kingdoms of Dahomey regularly captured people during wars in those days, thereby selling the majority of them to European slave traders along the coast in the 17th to 18th century. They discovered that the warriors of the kingdom of Dahomey followed a religious belief that forbade them from fighting or entering water. Seeing an opportunity like this, the Tofino people fled into the shallow waters of Lake Nokoue, where they built homes on wooden stilts far from the reach of their attackers. This settlement eventually became Ganvie, and the name Ganvie comes from the Tofino language, which is commonly translated as "we survive" or "we are safe."
Now we are, as you can see villagers just moving to and fro, you know, this particular place, and we're heading towards the village right now, and we got to use like life jackets, each and every one of us here at on the boat, right? So we get to use like life jackets, and you have like a tour guide. You have access to tour guide, you know, giving you instructions on what to do and what the city is about, you know, the historical historical part of the city, you know, just telling you, giving you informations, you know, making you comfortable and helping you enjoying the whole trip. Now if you look right in front of us, you will notice like people using paddling canoes. These are villagers that either go to sell things or buy, or they also go to fish. So canoe is one of the main means of transportation here, because the whole village is actually built on water, right? And you have, as you can see over there, those women are actually selling something. They are actually selling something. You see them with stuffs on their canoe. Yeah, I think we're approaching the village right now. So based on what the tour guide said, this particular place is actually known for a section where they use in catching fish. You know, it's called traps. You know, they take trees or palms from the land, and then they bring them here to just kind of like make traps for fish, and then they keep them there for a while and then expect the fish to get trapped. And you can see over here you have like nets as well. You can see that net, those nets there, so they are used for trapping fish all around. So yeah, and it looks like if it's meant for plantation, but if you look at it, looking at it, it looks like as if maybe it's something for, maybe it's been planted on water, but no, they're actually positioned, fixed in a way where you could use it to like trap fish, you know. Yeah, and since fishing is like their major occupation here in Ganvie.
Fishing has been described as the backbone of the Ganvie economy, and over the years, they've developed unique techniques to increase fish production. One of their most famous innovations is the Acacia system, where fishermen place bundles of tree branches into the water, creating artificial habitats where fish can breed and gather, and after several months, the branches are removed and the fish are being harvested. This traditional method has been practiced for generations and remains one of the most important parts of the local fishing.
Yeah, this is like different basic way to just transport. Basically, if you are transporting anything around here, you use boats. There are bigger ones, there are small ones. As you can see, this man transporting sand. I think this is used for construction in a way, right?
As Ganvie grew, it developed into a complete community on water. Schools, markets, churches, mosques, clinics, restaurants, and even small hotels were built on stilts. Children often learn to paddle canoe from a very young age, making boats as natural to them as bicycles or cars are elsewhere. Today, Ganvie is home to roughly 30,000 to 40,000 people, and with this number, it is often called the Venice of Africa, attracting visitors from around the world who comes to experience its remarkable way of life every single year.
So we are fast approaching the village right now, and as you can see ahead of us, you already see buildings on water, canoes by the boat. I feel like each and every person here, like each household here, should own a boat or a canoe in a way, you know, since that's their major. It's not like having a car. It's not like having cars. Right now we are inside the village proper. We're just inside the village proper, and you basically see everything here is built on water. Everything here is built on water. And look at this, is like a shop. If you can see over there, they sell different things, maybe fuel or something. I don't even know. It looks like oil as well. So yeah, you got kids playing inside the water as well. The village here in Ganvie, and basically we are going to be trying out fish here in the village. So we just stepped down to one of the places that is known as the restaurant here. As you can see, it has like a different vibe. The design is different and it looks nice, and you can see different boats parked right in front of this place. I think they get a lot of visitors daily, right? Come on. Yeah. So let's just see what this particular village holds. We're going to be trying out a couple of things here just to see, you know, to be able like a local to experience it. As a tourist, whenever you visit a place, try as much as possible to just, you know, blend like a local, eat their food, and see, you know, how things are being done over here. Yoruba ni. Yoruba. Okay, let's see Yoruba. Apparently, guys, so you're fine. Hello, begging son. So we are trying to get something actually here on in Ganvie. Any? Hello le okun. Ponkon. Fún mi. Ẹ fún mi le okun. Ẹ fún mi ní mẹ́ta. Mẹ́ta. 25. So I'm trying to get this. So so you popcorn, you want popcorn, yeah? And popcorn.
This one in front of her, is it not the same thing?
Same thing. This one? And the same thing, and popcorn. Yeah, so apparently you can get anything you want here on water. So I'm trying to get it. This is what I get. This is what's called donkwa. But this is actually different from the one they sell in Abuja and Lokoja. This one has like, I think they use oil or something to make this one. Make it full. Whenever you are in
Ganvie, this is how they sell things. They sell things on water, so you can just easily order anything. No, right? She's not Yoruba, but she actually hear Yoruba. So I think Yoruba is another language you could also try to communicate with them here whenever you come to Ganvie. And some of these people, they understand and they can speak Yoruba to a certain extent. So yeah, so this is how a random day looks like here in Ganvie, and this is what the market looks like on both.
Yeah. So over here, as you can see, there is a factory right behind me, and they have like machines that produce wood. I think this is where they make wood that they use for building most of their stilt houses here in Ganvie. And over there, it's where you have the schools, one of the schools here in Ganvie. That's where you have one of the schools here in Ganvie, and this is very nice, very interesting. Honestly, it's good to know that they have something like this here where children can go to school, get educated, and learn a couple of things here, even while living in a place like this. I mean, living here, it's totally, to these people, I feel like they are very comfortable and they are satisfied with the standard of living here. Honestly, it's very, very interesting and very amazing, to be honest, because I feel like even while just moving around this community, you could see the level of joy in their faces, seeing tourists come around. They're used to people like that, and it's also good to see that they make do with a lot of things around here, like trying to like create their life around water, selling things on water. They have hospitals here on water, schools, they have mosques, they have church. So yeah, it's pretty much very, very amazing, very, very decent, honestly, to say things like this. And like I said, you definitely say like almost everybody here knows how to paddle a canoe, knows how to move around. You see children paddling canoe, it's more like their main way of survival. I think that's one of the first things they do here, for kids. You need to survive, you need to learn how to survive on water, which is very, very cool. And they go to like get water right from this is how they transport water. So guys, we just arrived at a place called, I think, a motel or a restaurant here in Ganvie, and it's called Ubech Chesh Magonvie or something like that. And it's a place where you could just come and get something to eat or drink. Look at how amazing it is, how beautiful the compound is, and you can tell that this particular place is on land. This particular place is on land. I have like artworks and things you can come buy here as well. So yeah, this is very nice. This is very, very beautiful and nice, to be honest.
People are trying Benin drink for the first time.
Yeah, they say if you get to somewhere, you behave like, if you go to Rome, you behave like a Roman. So when you get to a place where you're exploring places, I think one of the best ways is to also behave like them, right? So I've been in Benin for a while, and then we're trying out Benin here for the first time. Yeah, the first time. This is and this guy has finished the goal. But yeah, we couldn't get fish, so let me just take there and see how it goes, right? So they actually have like an art village here. We're actually exploring art village, what this place looks like. They have like different type of craft, different type of paintings, artworks, and the likes here. This particular place, you have like different people on boat, just to symbolize their culture, the villagers of Ganvie, both the children, the adults, the women. I feel like the women do most of the paddling, since they go out to sell, and then the men do the fishing.
Guys, it's been an amazing day. It's been an amazing day touring the town here in Ganvie. So yeah, that will be all for this particular video. If you like this video, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you get notified as we bring you more amazing videos from West Africa. See you in the next video. Bye.